Hi everyone, it's Scott here from That's English School 英語研究プロジェクトよくある間違いを分析します。今回はテンションが高いという表現を詳しく見てみたいと思います。どこに行っても1人か2人ぐらいがいますよね。職場の同僚とか学校のクラスメイトとか必ず1人ぐらいがテンションが高い人がいますよね。どうですか？考えたことがありますか？英語でどうやって表現すればいいのでしょうか？海外の方が He is high tension って通じますか？どういう印象を与えるのでしょうか？ So let's try to get to the bottom of this in 4 logical steps. We'll look at the problem, the reason, the solution, and finally with some examples. Let's get to work. First, let's look at the problem. He is high tension. He is high tension. Let's cut to the chase. This is a classic Japanese English expression. You would never hear a native English speaker use a phrase like this. It would never happen. The same goes for the opposite expression, he is low tension. Just don't use either of them. How would a native speaker react? Would they understand it? That's a tough one. It may take them a few seconds to process the information and work out this linguistic puzzle. Woo-hoo! You are always high tension. I'm always high tension? Sorry, I'm not following you. You know, I mean like your tension is always high. Oh, you mean like high blood pressure? Do you think I should go and see a doctor? What do you mean? What do you mean? The nuance of the expression would be totally different. Some people might even think you're telling them they look sick. Oh, that wouldn't be good, would it? Let's look at the reasons why. First and foremost, tension is a noun. And tense is an adjective. So what does tension actually mean? Well, let's take this rubber band, for instance. If I stretch it really tight like this, it makes a high-sounding noise. But if I give it less tension, it makes a lower-sounding noise. Tension. In Japanese, tension is 張力. It already sounds kind of serious and technical, don't you think? We also use the word tension when talking about medical problems. Tension headache. Hypertension, also known colloquially as high blood pressure. Tense muscles. Tense nerves. None of these sound good. We can also talk about the tension in a relationship between two people or even between two countries. I can feel the tension between John and Diane. There is tension between North Korea and South Korea. We also use the word intensive when talking about something that continues without a break. Intensive care unit, ICU. Intensive English course. Intensive negotiations. Intensive farming. Those sound pretty hardcore. So in English, the words tension, tense, and intensive have pretty serious meanings. Quite different from what you mean by high tension in Japanese. Going back to our original point, he is high tension, how do we say this more naturally? Something native speakers would instantly understand and use themselves. Well, first, forget about the word tension. Yep, that's right. Just throw it in the bin. We have to look at this from a completely different angle. Let's look at some fantastic expressions that you can start using today. Hyper. He is always so hyper. So this is often used when someone moves around a lot. Excited. Why is he so super excited? So we often use this one when someone looks really happy and they can't stop smiling. Pumped. Jen was pumped at the score. So imagine your favorite team have just won the world championships and you're so happy. You are pumped, full of energy. She's always so full of energy. So this is when someone doesn't want to sit down and they're just so positive, full of beans. Maggie is full of beans. This is when you have so much energy, you're just going around, even if you're 75 years old, you're running around like a teenager. Full of beans. Let's review again. Let's take a look at 5 example sentences. And remember, this section is full of vocabulary and expressions. So watch until the end. The first one is this. The guys from work always get so hyper whenever we go out for a few beers. But I just want to chill out. Of course, it's always fun to go out for drinks with friends from work, but sometimes, you just want to chill out. And chill out means to relax. Margaret is always full of beans and likes to live life to the full, each and every minute. Living life to the full means to make good use of your time. Try and use every single minute of the day in a fun and productive way. To live life to the full. Yes! Yes!
You're pretty pumped up today, Scott.
I can't help it. I've just got some tickets to the Guns N' Roses concert at the Saitama Super Arena. So, if you're pumped or pumped up, the blood in your body is just pumping around and you're full of adrenaline. I'm pumped! My father never gets excited about anything. He's such a boring old fart. So this is a funny one. A boring old fart is a very serious person who never seems to have any fun. By the way, the word fart is also a great word. Please check the meaning by yourself. I'm always so full of energy at Christmas. I can't get enough of it. If you can't get enough of something, it means you want more and more. You love it so much. Talking of being excited, the next video up is this one over here. It's about the different stages of being drunk. Oh, I'll see you over there. Cheers.